Hi, welcome to Paddle the Wild. I'm Mike, and I'm out here on Alouette Lake in BC for my first overnight trip of 2025. I'm out here with Vladimir. We're headed up to the end of the lake today where we're going to have lunch, and then we're going to stop and come halfway back and camp at the Narrows for the evening. It's just a shakedown trip. Run through our gear and get set up for our big trip coming up this summer. So come along, join us, and we'll check out Alouette Lake, BC, early April. Oh, there's a stump right there.
They're quite long.
Wow. Yeah, normally when I'm here, these stumps are above the water line.
This is where we disembarked last time.
Yeah.
Oh, man, it's beautiful here. Jeez, it's such a nice place. It's spot for camping.
Yeah, this is. Yeah, normally this is where we have our campfire. There's our firewood. Awesome. Wow.
Oh my god, beautiful.
No.
Are you going to have a snack?
Yeah, I'm gonna have a snack. I was just gonna do a little walk through tour of the site here. So up here, got a picnic table, good little tent pad, and then this way we've got my favorite hammock spot right in here. I just use a couple of these trees, and this trail leads around to the outhouse and more campsites on the other side. We'll tour that later. I think Vlad has picked, I think he wants to stay here tonight. So we're still gonna have a snack, paddle to the end of the lake, and then come back here. I mean, why not? What a beautiful view. Have a campfire down here by the shore. The last time I was here, my campfire ring was there. Water's a bit higher. We're heading out from Moyer Creek, heading down towards the end of the lake. We've got a tent set up and a tarp set up just to claim a spot. And we've had a little bite of lunch. So now we'll head down and see what the end of the lake looks like.
Okay, it's 12 o'clock.
Okay. So we should be back by 4 o'clock.
Yep.
There's another campsite in there. Okay, well this is the Narrows. There's another campsite right around this corner on the left-hand side, which has some nice views, but you got to walk up a trail. A little walking. This is the view on the other side of the Narrows. And up ahead is the end of the lake. Or the start of the lake, because that's where the river flows in that they made the lake with. So we made it to the end of the lake, and yay, it's a little uneventful. I guess it's a nice beach. If you're a tenter, it would be okay. Maybe in the summer when you can swim. But I'm a hammocker, and these are kind of spindly trees. Well, maybe over there. Back at camp. We did I got 25.5 kilometers. That's not a bad day. Now to get out of here. Mashed potatoes, beef and beans.
Excellent.
Well, that's a wrap on day one here. We had a pretty good day. We did 25.5 kilometers. Vlad's actually gone out for another little evening paddle. He's still got some energy. but my knee was bugging me sitting in the boat, so I decided to stay here. But yeah, we did 25.5K, made it all the way to the far end of the lake, made some nice dinner. I had beef and beans with mashed potatoes. It was pretty good. And now we're just sitting here by the fire, or I'm sitting by the fire, a smoking fire. Not much of a fire, but waiting for the sun to go down. I'm very glad to come back from his evening paddle. So, it's a wrap on day one. See you guys tomorrow. Good morning. I'm just getting up, and Vlad has gone out to find some sunshine. We're here. It's quite shady where we are. So he paddled out there to find some sun and warm up. I'm going to go over there and light my stove, make a little coffee, and that's going to warm me up. So I'll just head over here. It's a nice night. We sat by the fire till about 9 o'clock and then climbed in the hammock to warm up, or stay warm. So it got to about 2 degrees Celsius last night. So not bad for a spring trip. So over here, light the dragonfly and brew up some coffee. It's 10:15. We're on the water. We're just going to take a leisurely paddle back to the boat launch and call it a day. Call it a trip. Oh yeah, we're going to go check out a camp spot. Let's go edge turn. We're going to go check out a little camp spot that Vlad saw on his morning paddle when he was hunting for sun. So let's go do that. Then make a leisurely paddle back to the boat launch and call it a trip. So, let's go. So this is around the corner from our camp. There's a spot up on the hill. There's a picnic table. A dilapidated dock. Oh, you know what? Maybe on the other side of that dock. There's a little bit of a channel there. Let's see. Not really. No, it's rocky. You could get it out there. At high water, you could definitely load your boat and use that. At low water,
well, we'll see when we get here.
Yeah, let's come back.
This actually looks really very nice. And it's kind of sheltered because even if the wind is coming from there, you
Yeah.
can do it here.
And you could store your boats on that dock at night.
Yes. Yes, yes, yes.
For
yes.
sure.
Exactly. Otherwise, it'll be kind of crazy.
Yeah. Oh, cool. Well, maybe we'll check this out next time.
Yeah.
We were sharing a campsite last night, weren't we? Yeah, where's your friend? Don't you have a husband or wife? No? It's okay. This is Moyer Creek. Flows in here. And in the summer where I'm paddling, it's just a rock-covered beach. With a small creek. That's a wrap on Alouette Lake, April 2025. Thanks for joining us, and get out there and paddle the wild.